What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel for another tutorial. Today we'll talk about Crosskey Cutter Badge. Not the most talked about badge, but who knows, it could be overpowered or it could be trash. So in this one, we'll talk about moves that will trigger the badge, what badges can work together with it, and at the end of the video, I'll give my insight if we need the badge and why. And by the way, if you enjoyed the video after watching these, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to tune in for upcoming videos. So without further interruption, let's dive into it. Let's start first with the badge description. Boost the ability to make running hooks, layups, or close range pull-ups while driving across the paint. So it looks pretty straightforward, this one. You just need to do those moves while moving across the paint, but there's more to it. Now let's have a quick look on what badges that will work with it. First will be the Teardrop Er Badge. Upon testing all those moves, all of them activates Teardrop. Next one will be either Pro Touch or Consistent Finisher. So depending on your release, it will activate one of them. And lastly, Giant Slayer, but this one activates rare since you're drifting sideways. Now before we go to the actual moves, I'll give you some key points to know to activate the badge. First, you need to be really drifting sideways, like literally moving your left stick left or right, or diagonally at some cases. There's some moves that it looks going sideways, but if you're not moving your left stick to do the move, it won't activate the badge. Just like deep hooks and some other fadeaways that looks drifting sideways. Next point, it doesn't need to be really inside the paint as the description says. As long as you're somewhere around there, you'll be fine. Just like this one. Now let's check out the moves that activate the badge. First will be just a normal teardrop by holding right stick to the right. Next one, a simple floater drifting to the right. You can do it by holding right stick down while moving. All of these moves you need to be moving. Next one, a sweeping or running hook. You can do it by holding right stick up. Another move, it's the same control, shot stick up as well. You can do this awkward looking teardrop. Now let's have a look how it works in real game. To be honest, it's not that easy to activate it with the defender. It just look easy when you're alone. So you can do this layup, doesn't need to be really sideways. Sometimes it works diagonally with these layups. Another one, the sideways floaters. And the sweeping hooks. And diagonal teardrops works as well. I tried it with Big Man, and it's pretty much the same moves that will trigger it. Another key point, I tried it with different upgrades. I feel like the frequency of activation is not affected. I think it's the boost that will be changed on each upgrades. Now, here's some moves that I thought will trigger the badge, but it don't. First will be the reverse layups. I was thinking that since you're moving across the paint, it will trigger the badge, but unfortunately, no. Next one will be dip hooks. Even the move looks like you're drifting sideways, it's not included. As I said earlier, you must be really moving while you do the move to trigger the badge. Next one, post fades. I know there's some post fades that is drifting sideways, but it's not included as well. It will be counted as a jump shot, not a layup. I know side floaters looks the same, but floaters are considered layups. So that's all the moves that are included and not included. Now let's go to the verdict. Do you need this badge? Probably you notice that all the moves that will trigger the badge is not the typical moves that you can do in parks. I know there are real life basketball moves, but it won't be a good shot selection in park modes. It just looks easy when you do it alone, but in park modes it won't work often. That's even the reason why I did it in blacktop. It will take me a super long time just to show all those moves if I do it in park. Another reason, for you to succeed on those moves, you need Teardropper as well, which is not really a good investment for finishing badges. So with all that being said, it's not worth it. But if you have any other ideas about the badge, just put it in the comment section below. Maybe I'm missing something or some parts. So that's it for this tutorial. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And please click that like button if you liked the video. And don't forget to drop by the channel for some other videos. And subscribe to tune in for upcoming ones. And happy gaming, guys!